You wake up with $1 trillion. At exactly 7:13 on a perfectly ordinary Wednesday morning, your phone vibrates. You barely look at it. Probably another email, another notification, another bill. Then it vibrates again and again. Within 30 seconds, your screen is flooded with alerts from every financial app you own. Your bank account has changed. Not by a few dollars, not by a few million, by $1 trillion. At first, you laugh. It's obviously a glitch. No one just wakes up as the richest person in human history. You refresh the screen. The number stays. You open another bank.
Same balance. Another one. Still there. Then your phone rings. The caller ID simply says Federal Reserve. Before you answer, another call comes in. A world leader. Another. Your inbox jumps by 5,000 emails in under a minute. Your social media notifications stop counting. The internet has already figured it out. Every news channel interrupts its program. Every stock market pauses. Every billionaire on Earth is suddenly looking up your name because overnight, you've become wealthier than entire nations. You don't own a fortune anymore. You are the economy.
You look out your apartment window. The street below is filling with people. News vans, police cars, camera crews, neighbors pointing toward your building. Someone has already printed your face onto a t-shirt. You've been famous for less than 20 minutes. Your old life is over forever. The first thing you try to do is bad idea. The moment your apartment door opens, flashes explode down the hallway. Someone somehow made it into the building. Questions fly at you from every direction. What's the first thing you're buying? Will you end world hunger? Can I have $10,000? You don't answer. You close the door, lock it, then lock it again. Then, that afternoon, your phone never stops ringing. Banks compete to manage your money. Private security companies compete to protect you. Luxury brands offer gifts worth more than most people's homes. None of them expect payment. They just want to be able to say you chose them. By sunset, your apartment feels smaller than ever. Not because of the space, because every window feels like someone is watching. So you disappear. Not secretly. You can't. Instead, an entire security operation moves you across the city before sunrise. Multiple vehicles, traffic blocked, roads temporarily closed, helicopters overhead. Yesterday, you were ordering takeout. Today, your movements look like a presidential convoy. The mansion everyone expects you to buy? You don't. Instead, you buy the mountain behind it. Then every property surrounding that mountain, not because you need more bedrooms, because privacy has become priceless. Construction begins immediately. The walls aren't built to keep people out. They're built to give you something you've already lost: silence. Inside the estate sits a medical emergency bunk, data center, private power station, water treatment system. Even if an entire city lost electricity, your home wouldn't notice. Money doesn't just buy luxury, it buys independence. But independence comes with a strange side effect. No one tells you no, ever. Mention a painting, someone buys it. Mention a company, someone schedules the acquisition. Mention a country you've always wanted to visit. Within hours, diplomats are arranging your arrival. Life becomes dangerously easy, and that's when reality starts breaking. Because the harder something is to get, the more valuable it feels. When everything is available instantly, nothing feels exciting. You scroll through catalogs of private islands. They all start looking identical. You test drive hypercars worth millions. After the third one, they're just cars. You fly across oceans for dinner. Eventually, every skyline's the same 40,000 feet. The thrill disappears faster than anyone could imagine. One afternoon, your advisors present a report. Your investments earned billions this month. You didn't make a single decision. You didn't attend a meeting. You didn't build anything. You simply existed. Your money made more money than most corporations earn in decades. Then something unsettling hits you. You've stopped checking prices. Restaurants, homes, artwork, jets. Numbers no longer mean it. Someone tells you a project costs $600 million. You shrug. Someone else says it costs $6 billion. You barely react. The difference between millions and billions has become emotional background noise. That realization scares you more than the money itself, because If money no longer has value, what does? One evening, you decide to do something completely normal. No cameras, no announcements, just dinner. At a small neighborhood restaurant you loved years ago. You wear ordinary clothes, baseball cap, simple jacket. For almost 12 wonderful seconds, nobody noticed. Then one customer looks up, another a whisper travels across the room. Every conversation stops. Forks freeze halfway to mouths. Phones up. Within 6 seconds, your location is trending world outside. 100,000 police arrive.
Security rushes you through the kitchen exit. You never even get your not because you couldn't afford dinner, because anonymity has become the one luxury money cannot. And that's when you realize something terrible. You didn't become the person. You thought becoming the richest person alive would solve every. Instead, created problems no human has faced. Every morning begins same, not with an alarm. Your security director updates you on overnight threat. Your legal team summarizes new laws. Your financial advisors explain how your investments earned billions while you were. Then comes the list of requests. Countries asking you to fund universities asking for endowment. Hospitals requesting equipment. Scientists proposing moonshots. Charities hoping you'll change millions of lives. By 9 a.m., you've already been asked to spend more money than most governments do in a year. You can't say yes to everyone, but every no becomes tomorrow's headline. Trillionaire refuses to help. Nobody writes about the thousands of requests you approve. They only remember the one you decline. And slowly, your fortune stops feeling like freedom. It starts feeling like responsibility. Then comes the meeting that changes everything. Your advisors walk into the room unusually quiet. One sentence hangs in the air. If you move even 5% of your money the wrong way, global markets could panic. For the first time, you understand your position. Buying a company isn't shopping anymore. It's an economic event. Selling shares can erase billions from retirement funds around the world. Every financial move you make affects people you'll never meet. Even doing nothing changes markets. Your existence has become a variable in the global economy. That's a terrifying amount of power. You decide to give most of your time to solving real problems. Clean water, disease research, renewable energy, education. The projects are massive. Entire deserts begin turning into solar farms. Hospitals appear where empty fields once stood. Children who never imagined going to school suddenly have classrooms. Millions of lives improve. The criticism never stops. Some people call you generous. Others, one news channel claims you're trying to control the future. Another says you're not doing enough. You realize something important. When the whole world is watching, there is no decision that makes everyone happy. Then loneliness arrives. Not suddenly, quiet. Conversations become shorter. People laugh a little too hard at your jokes. No one disagrees with you, and every compliment feels rehearsed. Every smile comes with a question. What do they really want? One night you scroll through old photos. Tiny apartment, cheap pizza, friends squeezed onto one couch. Nobody cared how much money anyone had. Back then, you wanted a bigger life. Now, you'd give almost anything for one completely ordinary evening with people who expected nothing from you. Months pass. Your birthday arrived. The biggest chefs in the world prepare dinner. A famous orchestra performs privately. The view from your estate stretches for miles. Everything is perfect except the table. It's almost empty. Hundreds of employees made the evening possible, but none of them are guests. The people serving dinner outnumber the people eating it. For the first time in years, silence was loud. Later that night, you walk alone across the property. No cameras, no advisors, no meeting. Just above you, the stars shine exactly as they always. They don't care about your bank account. They don't care about headlines or rankings or net worth. You remember lying on the roof of your first apartment years ago. Back then, you dreamed that money would solve everything. Now you understand. Money solves problems. It does not answer life's biggest questions. It cannot buy trust. It cannot purchase genuine love. It cannot rewind time. It cannot guarantee peace. And it cannot make another human truly understand what your life feels like. You finally smile, not because you're happy, because you've learned something most people never will. The goal was never to become the richest person alive. The goal was to build a life worth living. Those are not the same thing. If tomorrow you woke up with $1 trillion, you'd own companies. Cities would compete for your attention. World leaders would answer your calls. You could buy almost anything built by human hands. But the things you'd miss most would cost absolute. A
quiet walk, a normal conversation, a friend who says exactly what they think, coffee without cameras, family dinner that fits around one. Maybe that's the greatest irony, unimaginable. The more of the world you can afford, harder it becomes to simply belong in. So here's the real question. If someone offered you $1 trillion tomorrow, knowing everything you've just experienced, would you still take it?